Hi, a fabulous Tuesday morning. I'd like to welcome you to the next installment in the series of overcoming fear, anxiety, panic, and stress. I'd like to just take a moment and think about and share with the pain in this crazy world that's so filled with stress. When we get up in the morning and we read in the news that somebody in Toronto this morning rammed into a group of a lot of people where 10 people unfortunately already passed on and 15 people are injured. Our thoughts and prayers are with them that they should all have consolation, and all those that need to feel better and be healed should merit a full healing. But nevertheless, we get up in the morning on a Tuesday morning. Many of us had an amazing Monday. And then we get up Tuesday morning to this type of news. Many of us have not been so successful on Monday and plan to get up this morning with a second shot on Tuesday to make it happen and have to drag this traumatic experience with us. It's sad, it's overwhelming, it's tough. And there's nothing we could do, unfortunately, to be able to be helpful to these people at this point other than with our thoughts and prayers. But we had plans for an exciting, amazing, joyful day, and it winds up bogging us down. Since we live in such a volatile world, it's more important than ever for us to be able to have the skills to be able to spend a moment and feel with them and not ignore their pain and keep them in our thoughts and prayers, but nevertheless to be able to have the skills to pull ourselves together, to stand up and to go move on and to build the life that we need to be able to build for ourselves. And these skills and tools that you can learn in these videos will teach you and give you what you need to have to be able to create the life that you desire and deserve. Let's talk about today about mind reading. This is one of the biggest distortions and mistakes that people believe, is that other people have the power to read their mind, or they have the power to read other people's minds. It causes a lot of social anxiety. It causes a lot of feeling of feeling uncomfortable, self-consciousness. But the reality of life is it's not the truth. There is no way in the world. They have done studies where they took the best clinicians, the best psychiatrists, the best psychologists, and they had them fill out a form of what they think where their client and the person sitting across them is. And these are the people the best in the world at figuring people out. And then they had the patient or the client fill out the way they felt. And they found that the best of the best are only right 10% of the time. And that's when somebody's sitting in front of you trying to get you to figure them out. I mean, forget about somebody from the outside. We have no way in the world the capability and ability to know what other people are thinking. It doesn't matter if they're looking at you or in your direction. You have no idea what they're thinking, or if they're even concentrating, or if they're just dreaming and happen to be daydreaming and happen to be looking your direction. And vice versa. You have no idea. They have no idea what you're thinking. You could think whatever you want. Nobody can have any way of understanding or know what's going on in your mind. But it's important to recognize this, because a big part of our life is assuming that other people understand and know what's going on in our minds, and the assumption that we can understand where other people are and what they think. It's not true. So recognize that whatever you experience when it comes to other people, it's your choice. You make up what the other people think. It's almost like a cartoon box where there's two people in the box and there's bubbles on top of their heads to say what they think. You create the bubbles. You make up. When you walk into a room, are they thinking that you're beautiful? Are they thinking that you're great? Are they happy you came in? Well, it's your call. Did you put bubbles on top of their heads? Did you make them think what you want them to think? You have no idea in the world of reality what they think, but you have the ability to fill in and decide what you want to think they think. It's your power. So really, we have the capability and ability to decide how we want to work around the world, what we want to feel, what we want to think other people think of us. It's our choice. And we really can make it happen. So remember, it's one big cartoon box, and you decide what other people think of you. And vice versa, for you to think that other people know what you're thinking or what's going on in your mind, they have no idea either. It's their choice what bubble they want to put on top of your head. And you can't sit and walk around and worry what bubble they're choosing to put, because then you're still deciding what they're thinking. So remember, you don't have the power to mind read. As much as it feels like you do, you don't. Neither do they. They don't have the power to mind read either. There is no such thing. So remember, that doesn't mean that it's never possible for somebody to get a hunch and be right. But in a way of certainty, to know what's going on in somebody else's mind is impossible. So if you walk around with a pair of glasses that says that you have this power, you know what other people are thinking, they're looking at your negativity, you're wrong. It's against the reality of life. So recognize you do not control what other people think, and you don't know what other people think, and you cannot, if sitting and thinking about it is just going to make you feel out of control and out of power. What you do control is what you think and the bubbles you put on top of their heads. In other words, how you're going to feel based upon how you think and what you think they're thinking. Remember, there's no such a thing as mind reading. It's all up in your mind. You make up what they think, you choose what you think, and you control that part of the world. So remember, it's worth to put in the work to take control of your side of the equation, because that's where it all happens. And that's where you affect your thoughts, your beliefs affect what you feel, which affects the quality of your life and affects what type of behaviors and what you're going to do in your day today. So remember this and pull yourself together on this Tuesday morning. Doesn't matter what happened yesterday. Let's strengthen ourselves, make it happen. There's a long enough time in this world to rock and roll and move this week in the direction, utilize this week in the direction of achieving the life we desire and deserve. Thanks for watching this video and have a fabulous day.